Have you ever been given advice that just sucked the soul from your body? Watched one too many videos giving helpful tips that really just ended up hurting you in the end? Not all advice is for everyone. Hello everyone, Leah here, and welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I post videos about art products, and using art as a tool towards healing. And today I want to talk about some advice that I've received over the years that ended up hurting my creativity more than it did help it. Now I have a whole list here, so I hope I don't get distracted and anything, but I think I want to start with this one here, where you're given advice and told to paint/draw every day as an artist. There are tons of art challenges on social media that get artists to create this community effect where every day you sit down and you create something. But there are also artists that are out there saying that, painting every day or drawing every day has helped them grow as an artist. And that's great for them. It's not for everyone. I've experienced this in many different ways. So when I've tried to do art challenges where you have a set of, say, 30 days and every day you need to create something, around day 5 is usually when I either hit a day where I've been really busy, or you're running errands, you're at work, you're doing all these things, and then at the end of the day you're just drained and you want to just sit down or read a book or watch TV. And then I go there and I go, oh no, I have not done anything today for the challenge. And then it gets this negativity to it, where there's this pressure to perform and create when your soul isn't calling for it. I've learned as a creator, I need to do and create when I feel like it. So having a sketchbook with me everywhere I go is good to do it when my soul needs it. But being told I have to draw every day, I have to have a sketchbook with me in the kitchen so I can draw something that I'm looking at while I'm eating breakfast every morning, will help me grow. No, that doesn't help me as an artist. Forcing myself to create has actually made me hate my artwork and made me feel like I've gone 10 steps back versus progressing. I need to create when I feel the need to create. Now, another piece of advice that I've been given on multiple occasions has been to track trends, make art according to what's going on, make more commercial artwork. And there are artists out there that thrive on that kind of thing. And they make amazing things. They put their own spin on it. And they license their artwork to create things that we can buy in stores, like patterns on mugs and throw pillows. And those kind of artists are amazing. But following that advice hindered me as an artist. It just wasn't for me. And I'm not going to say that there isn't some small voice in the back of my head that says that would be so cool to see my artwork on something in a big box chain of a store. But I'm not that kind of an artist. I've tried it. And yes, sometimes I'll see a trend and it'll spark an interest and I'll create something based on it. But I can't continuously be on that wheel where I'm constantly searching, constantly creating, constantly. It's like a hamster wheel, like it's high pressure and it's less emotional based. I create art when my soul needs it, when I need to relax, de-stress. I create art because it allows me to breathe, and that's okay. Now, not everyone's going to like the art that I create, and that's okay as well. This art I make isn't always for someone else. It's for me in the heart of it. And that actually brings me to my next piece of advice that I was given. And that was to make art based on what other people want. So for example, Say you're on vacation or you're driving through the country and you see a farm and they have cows and that's amazing. And you get inspired, so you create a cow painting. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, this is what you're known for. Make more cow paintings, but that's not where your passion lies all the time. It actually provides pressure to create and feeling like you need to be one thing when you don't have to be. It's okay to just follow your passions, create based off of it, and then move on to the next thing. I am that artist. My passion primarily does lie in flowers and abstracts and occasionally landscapes and occasionally still lifes, and occasionally I want to go out and take photos and do other things. Maybe one day I want to learn pottery. It's okay to be that artist that doesn't have one set thing. And I've learned that it's okay to be that way. But I always used to feel this pressure, like I had to be one thing. And that came from advice that I received a long time ago while I was in school. And that advice was to be one thing, to focus on one form of artwork, and that my artwork needed to have a conversational aspect to it, that my art needed to have this intellectual side. It needed to get people thinking. It needed to be thought-provoking. And here's the thing. We need artists like that. We need artists that create based on elements in life that make conversational artwork. But not every artist needs to be that. We don't all have to make art that focuses on something, that tells a story about something. It can be beautiful. Art can purely be made because you find it beautiful. Art can purely be made as a tool towards healing because you're feeling anxious that day and you need to put your emotions down on paper. That advice that I was given, where I needed to focus on one thing, has stuck with me for years. Even though I've learned over all these years how my brain functions, how I need to be able to follow a flow that feels organic to myself. It still sits there at the back of my head that says, well, maybe I should be focusing more on my photography because I do that for work. Maybe I should be focusing more on my acrylic florals and, not painting a landscape today. Maybe I should be practicing this instead. But I think if we allow ourselves to recognize how our own brains work or how our own passions ignite us, we will be happier as creators. We will be happier when we're using art as a tool towards healing. Because I am happier when I just go with the flow and I allow myself to follow that artistic spark. Not every advice we get is for everyone. And that's something I think we need to remind ourselves as people, not just as artists, that we will continuously get advice, because that is the world we live in. We live in a society that feels the need to give advice, and I'm guilty of that, and I will be guilty of it again 2 days from now, 3 days from now, 10 years from now. But it's okay if not everything I suggest is for you. It's okay if I'm given advice and it's not for me. I think we need to just listen to ourselves, listen to our souls, and follow our passion. Now, before I say goodbye, I do want to just say I would love to hear from you guys. Have you guys been given some advice that just really didn't work for you and hindered your artwork and your creativity? Or is there a piece of advice that you were actually given that did help you? Let's start a discussion in the comment section below if you feel comfortable with sharing. And before I actually do say goodbye, because we are reaching the end, I just want to do some breathing exercises with you guys and use today's affirmation that I pulled from Blue Serenity. And that was, I let go of all negativity with each conscious breath. So let's take a deep breath in and release any negativity we may be holding on to. All right, let's just do one more deep breath in, bringing in positivity. And release any of that negativity. Let's shake out our limbs as we do so. All right, thank you so much. If you enjoyed today's discussion and you're interested in using art as a tool towards healing and learning more about different art supplies, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and leave a comment if you feel comfortable doing so. If you're interested in getting a deck of Blue Serenity for yourself, I have it on my website and I'll have a link to it in the description section below. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this video and for participating in today's discussion. And until next time, stay magical.